Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Ashley and this is Ashley Talks Movies. Welcome to my channel. I have another movie review for you. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Disney-Pixar's latest film, Soul, which is about a musician who is about to make his big break, but he is transported out of his body following an accident. Before I get into the full review for this film, while I have you here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and also hit that notification bell so you get notified every time a new video is posted. Okay, so on to the review. I've been looking forward to Soul for a while now. It's definitely been one of my most anticipated films this year, so I'm happy that I finally got to watch it and experience it. The film basically follows Joe, who is a music teacher. He has dreams and ambitions of being in a jazz band, being a jazz musician, becoming famous, and he basically gets an opportunity to make that happen. But just as he's about to make his big break, so to speak, he has this accident and it causes him to be transported out of his body, basically have an out-of-body experience. And he travels to this place called The Great Before, where he meets 22, voiced by Tina Fey, and then basically is trying to get back to his body on Earth. Soul is definitely one of Pixar's best films, even from just an animation standpoint. The animation here is truly amazing, and it's just the amount of details in it. It's rich and gorgeous and bright and vibrant. Such great animation in this film. Across the board. I mean, when the characters are in the great beyond, this otherworldly kind of place, it has this sort of surrealist aspect to it, and the animation is so great and it's experimental in it. And then when you get to Earth, it's set in New York, and just how they capture like the city, the skyscrapers, the subway, the people, it's just so gorgeous. And I really love, a lot of this movie has to do with music, and Joe is a piano player, and I love when you when you're watching the film, you can see him playing the piano and the details with his fingers moving across the keys. It's such beautiful animation in this movie. Even the character design as well. I mentioned the people in New York, but even just the characters like Joe and his family and his friends, just such great detail creating those characters. And of course, this is a film that has a black lead, and there's a lot of black characters in it, and just did a really good job of capturing like black characters and the design. The voice acting is really good here. As I mentioned before, Jamie Foxx voices the character of Joe, and I loved how he didn't sound like Jamie Foxx. Tina Fey does a really great job as the voice of 22. And there's a whole bunch of other actors in this that do voice parts too. You have Phylicia, Rashad, Daveed Diggs, Angela Bassett. All of them did a fantastic job with their characters. Even Norton has a part in this film, and his character is a funny and odd little character, and he does such a great job. And honestly, if I hadn't known that was Norton voicing that character, it doesn't really sound like him at first. So he did such a great job with that as well. So I did really enjoy this film a lot. I loved the characters. I loved the story. I loved the messaging. I loved the score, the music, the animation, all of it. Just really, really well done. But there is something about this film that I did not like. And it almost ruined the film for me. And I don't do spoilers here, so I'm not going to get into a lot of detail about it or anything. I'm trying to do the best I can without revealing what happens in the film. But there is a twist in this film about halfway into it that when it happened, I literally was kind of like, ugh, not again. Because the movie then does something. It's this, what I feel is a tired trope that happens in animated films that typically feature black characters. And when this happened, I really didn't like it. and it bothered me a little bit that it happened. I understand once the film was over, I understood sort of what they were going for with it, but I still didn't like that twist, or I didn't like the twist the way it happened, I should say. Once you watch the film, if you've watched the film, you probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that was the one part of the film that I didn't really like. So overall, I liked Soul a lot. I really liked this film. I didn't love it. I liked it. The main reason I didn't love it was because of the little twist that I mentioned before, and I wish that the movie could have existed without it. Like it could have, or been handled a different way. But I still think it's worth watching. It has a really great message. It does a really good job with, representation in other ways. And, I feel like it's a very well-made film, and it has a lot of things that do really, really work for it. So anyway, so those are my thoughts on Soul, which is now available on Disney+. If you've watched the film and you want to share your thoughts about it with me, you can do so in the comment section below. While you're here, like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you see more videos like this.